Hello everyone, I'm Amod and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video tutorial, we will learn to push API collection created in Bruno API client to a Git cloud repository like GitHub. So in Postman, if you want to publish your collections in a Git repository, then it is not a simple task. Basically, integrating Git with Postman becomes tough because of how Postman saves collection details. So in Postman, collections are stored as a JSON files, which are not so great with Git, especially during merge conflicts or if you want to review the changes. But if you talk about Bruno API client, then integrating Git is cakewalk. You'll feel like you're working with any repository like Java, JavaScript, etc. No special handling of any files in Bruno collection. So let me show you how Bruno saves collection and request details in a file system. So in the last video tutorial, we have created one collection and few requests. So let me go to the location where I have created this collection. So check the location, right click on collection and we have settings. Click on it, you will see one tab collection and go to overview here, and this is the location where we have created this collection. So let me navigate to this location, and here you can see we have one JSON file and multiple a new file type brew. So let me open the first JSON file Bruno. Let me open in Notepad++. You can use any editor, and in this JSON you can see it stores few details like version, then we have name. This is the same name which we have given to collection, and it has type, basically what kind of file it is. So it is a collection, and then we have one property ignore, and here it is ignoring node modules and .get. Let me open any brew file here. So the name of these brew files are the same whatever we have given to the request. So let me open createbooking.brew in Notepad++. So first of all, this is not a JSON file. It looks like a simple text file, and we have some tags like meta, which is storing the type of method, then the name whatever we have given. Sequence is one, maybe the order in which it should appear in the collection. Then we have post, which is the HTTP method type here, and we are storing URL, what kind of body it requires, and how auth is used. Similarly, we have headers key, and here we are storing what are the headers we are passing. Finally, we have the body. So by looking at this information, you can easily understand that this file is storing API details, means what kind of method it is, what is the URL, what are the headers we're using, what is the request body we're passing. Let me open a get brew file like get booking. Here you can see the sequence is 2 and it is a get call. Then similarly we have URL, body, there is no body, and this header we are using. Now what is brew? So basically brew is a markup language that utilizes plain text files to document and organize information for your API request, which we have already seen. And this allows you to save your API collections in a folder within your code repository and use your preferred version control system to manage and share them with your team. We can easily pull the changes from other team members through pull request, as the human readable file format makes it easy for developers to understand the changes made to the API collection. So this is how Bruno saves your collection and API request details. Now the question comes, how can we push these requests to a GitHub repository? So in the Bruno application, we have one option here called Golden Edition, which is basically premium version of Bruno. If you click on it, we see something Git UI. So if you want to publish your changes from your Bruno to any GitHub repository or any cloud Git repository, you can use Git UI. But for that, you need to take the premium version. But this is not a roadblocker for you because you can use command prompt or any IDE with Git UI. That means we can use Visual Studio Code or IntelliJ. And if you don't want to use any IDE, then you can use command line tool. So let me show you using the command line tool first. So I will create a new repository in my GitHub profile. Click on new Bruno CMD. Let it be public and click on create repository. Make sure that you have Git installed on your system. So let me quickly open command prompt. So I will navigate to the location where I have created the collection. So use cd and pass the path. We cannot call any git command here because this is not a git repository as of now. Let me use git status. Then you can see the fatal error, not a git repository. So first of all, we need to make this repository a git repository. For that, we need to use git init command. So hit enter. So you can see initialize empty git repository in this location. If you run the git status command, you can see it has a lot of untracked file. So I need to add these files to the staging area. So for that, I can use git add dot. So it will add all the untagged file to tracking area. So that's all. Then I need to commit these changes. So git commit -m give the message like first commit. If you run the git status command, it will say on branch master nothing to commit, working very clean. Now let me get the remote repository URL, because whenever we are creating any repository in any cloud git repository, there will be one unique URL, which is this. So we have something git branch -m main. If you read it here, by default we have master branch. But nowadays the default branch is considered main, not master. You can keep using master, but if you want to change to main, you can change it. So let me change it only. So I have copied the command, paste it here. So if you run the git status command again, you can see branch name has changed on branch main. Now we can add the remote, copy this command and paste it here. So remote has been added. The final command is to push the changes. So copy it, paste it here. So what it is doing, it is pushing the changes to the remote branch main. If you don't rename the master branch, then you have to use push -u origin master. Hit enter. So this is a public repository, so it is not asking any credentials to enter, but if you are using private repository, then it might ask you. Now let's go to repository and refresh this tab. So here we can see all the files are present in my GitHub repository. Now I'll go to Bruno application, and for the get booking API request, I will rename it. Maybe I will add get booking info. Click on rename. And if you go to folder location, you can see the file name has been changed to getbookinginfo.brew. If you open this file into Notepad++, you can see the updated name as well. If you run the git status command, you can see one file has been deleted basically. Actually, we have renamed it. Again, we can follow the same process. Git add dot, then git commit -m changed git API name. Hit enter. Then no need to add remote again. We just need to use git push command. So you can see push is successful. And if you go to your GitHub profile and refresh this tab, you can see the updated git booking file here. And you can see the commit message as well. Simple. Now suppose any other developer makes any changes, then you need to pull those changes. So for that also we can use git pull command. So I don't have any other developer. So what I'm going to do, I will open this createbooking.brew file, click on this edit, and here only I will change the name like create booking info. Let me commit these changes. Click on commit changes. So instead of modifying using Bruno API client, I directly used GitHub editor to make the changes. So to pull the changes from the remote repository, we can use git pull command. And here you can see one file changed. And if you go to your folder structure, here also you can see file has been updated create booking in info. If you go to your Bruno API client, But here you can see the grid booking file name is not changed in Bruno application. But here we have the updated name. So you might be thinking there's some problem with Bruno API client here, but it's not like that. I made this mistake purposely because if you open this create booking info.brew file in Notepad++, then the name of this request is create booking only. Although we have different file name here, but the API request name is create booking. And whatever we see here, that is based on your meta, not based on your file. So we can have different file name other than the request name. Make the changes like go to edit and here also change the name like git booking info. Let me commit these changes using GitHub. Now I'll go to command line and here I will do git pull again. Let's go to file explorer and here I have create booking info.brew. Let me open this in notepad++ and this time let me reload it and you can see the API request name is also updated. Let's go to Bruno application now and here you can see the API request name has been changed. In the next video, I will show you how can you use any IDE like Visual Studio Code or IntelliJ to do the same task. And I think that will be much easier if you don't use paid version of Bruno. So that's all in this video. If you have any doubt, please comment on this video. If you really like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe and share with others. Thank you everyone.